FXB, let's unbox the new Radtel RT920 Shack in the Box radio. Inside we have an instruction manual, also the radio, desktop charger, antenna, and then USB charger, belt clip and wrist strap. On the back of the desktop charger it is USB-C. We've got the cable, but they have provided this charger here, mains charger, and the actual radio. To put the belt clip on, I would recommend you take the radio off first, sorry, the battery off first. Pull it down like so. Let's have a look what it says. Model RT920, so this one does have Bluetooth, 2200 milliamp hour battery, and the Bluetooth is for programming only. Also airband and Bluetooth. There's a sticker here, makes it very clear. RT920. Now's the best time to put your belt clip on, then you won't scratch the radio, so like so. And then you've got from the bottom, is it? No, from the top, and then push down. And also if you want the wrist strap, put that in now. So it sort of slides, you put it more, level it like so, just put it flat and then just push upwards and then it clicks into place. Put your antenna on. There's like a bendy VHF, UHF antenna. Or bendy one, look. And dedicated AB and band button VM, VFO memory. Keypad. First time turning this on now, Radtel, and it does talk to you. A bit quite bright there. Okay, to get the screen on, which is very bright by the way, and I feel this is a big plus because of when we are using it outside. But anyway, the OK button is menu, and go up and down till you get to, I'll just show you my firmware version while we're here. 51, and the menus are numbered on the right, top right here, and I've got version 09, and then it says 1132 hardware. So you go back the other way with the up arrow. Number 1 is squelch, 2 is frequency step, and we have got 8.33. And then power, I'll leave it on low at the moment. But if you get to, where was it? Menu number 6, you can get the backlight on permanently. Just click menu. The one that's flashing, you go up and down to select which one you'd like. The one that's flashing is the one that will be selected, and then just press OK. Confirm. And you can then carry on just going through the menus. That TDR, for example, is twin receive. Okay, now there is something special about this radio, and this is why I call these Shack in the Boxes. So I feel like they can pretty much receive everything when we're in analog. So the middle knob unscrews off. It's like a tire cap. You've got your receive antenna, which receives upper sideband, lower sideband, CW. The nice thing is it will go right down to about 2 megahertz, so you can get the HF bands, and it actually works really well. Let's quickly show you before we move on. You've got a couple of dedicated buttons there. These two can be programmed, but it looks like 2 PTTs if you want them. Function buttons, and each button you can hold down and get a function as well. For example, if I just hold down 2, memory channel, it goes straight to memory channel. Let's hold down 5, squelch. So you've got that functionality, and then yes, it's got the classic twin pin, so you can use your speaker mics and programming it via that as well. The USB-C charging is at the bottom, and when you plug into that, like so, there you are, and it goes green when it's charged. I do like having the cradle charger because it acts like a stand. Another nice thing is when you TX and receive, it changes from blue and goes red, so that's quite nice. Dual band. So let's go into the HF mode. The shortcut is 0. And this also takes you into broadcast radio, which we've gone straight to there. So let's go 9, 4, 3. Lovely sounding speaker.
Chris, it's lovely to see you.
And we're inside the shack here.
So went on a beach holiday recently.
Right, okay, so now if you want to switch to HF, now see that it says here unknown. We program those names ourselves, and I've made a dedicated video showing that. Also, there's a little red arrow there next to the frequency, which means we can at the moment change. You can actually go into memory mode when you are in this mode, and then you can take advantage of any memory channels that you've added. Not doing it there. Also, to select along here, you press the star just here, and it will move along. So you've got your step. We're in memory mode. I'll come out of that in a minute. Not sure why it's not letting me go in there. Probably it wants me to go into HF mode. To do that, so although we're in HF mode now, we're actually listening to the broadcast frequencies. Press menu, change the modulation type, go up, press menu again. And now go to lower sideband, and it will switch. Now there is a delay on that, so now we can type in frequencies. So let's just go 07150. Then we press the star, and we can change the step up and down. See that it's just going 5K. 1K, I'm pretty sure that says 1 megapixel, sorry about that, megahertz, okay. Bandwidth, 3.0, 4.0, low noise adjustment, amplifier, low noise amplifier, beat frequency oscillator selection. So this is your fine tune. And then back to the beginning. So I just get an antenna in the middle antenna. On the far left is where you get your airband. Now these devices are actually very well priced. They're only about £40, which is half the price of other devices. And I feel they just work well. And let's connect my HF. Put that into the center. And I'm looking at my 7300 at the moment. It's not the best condition. So I'm going to try and just get FT8 for now. So we go 070. Let's get it right. 070. Do that again. 07074. And it is picking that up now. Upper sideband 7074. And if you get this app, it's only £2. I completely recommend it if you've got an iPhone. Called the RT-920 One, and look, even with that weak signal, it decodes here FT8. Now the problem I had with the Badgerton one, which I'm sure they will fix, is the upper sideband and lower sideband was backwards. Now I presume it's okay here because we've got upper sideband on 40 meters, which is what you would use for FT8. But I need a better signal to test this on, and the bands are completely dead, so we'll have to come back to it. So let's try airband. So we'll go exit, and we'll go to VFO mode. Now have a listen to what the radio says when you do VFO mode.
Channel mode.
That's memories, okay?
Frequency mode.
That's VFO mode. So now you can just type in the frequency of airband. So we go 133850. We have connected an external antenna. Look at that straight away. And this is why I call these shack in the boxes. And several have said to me, it's not a shack in the box. Well, it does every band I can think of. It's not a digital radio. It's not a DMR radio. Yeah, every band I can think of. Yes, on the HF bands, it's only receive, but 99% of the time, 99.9% of the time, all of us are just listening. But to me, it's a shack in the box radio. While we're listening on the A, let's go to the B band. And let's cycle through some of these bands. We're in memory mode at the moment. You can name the channels using the radio.
Right now, 5.
So we'll keep listening. Then we'll go to the B band. Sounding excellent. And we're going to go 145 600. If you'd like to see the sort of size of this radio, I'm a Superman fan. That's a packet of cards. but it's quite a thick, sort of chunky radio. I think it's just the right size. I do like some of the other models, but they're quite tall and large. This is a nice chunky little thing. Still, it's not. I wouldn't call it pocket size. It's a bit bigger than pocket size. Like this little cheap Bofung here. This is what I call a pocket size radio. And obviously Yaesu were making radios like that, weren't they? So now we've got GB3WR first antenna. We should pick it up if anyone speaks. Now to add the settings for a repeater, you're going to need to add your transmit tone. So let's do that. We'll go menu. And we're gonna you can press and hold buttons. The menu numbers are for tone 15, and then we're going to press menu. You can cycle up and down or just type 15, and we need 94.8 to open WR. Confirm. And let's keep going through the menu until we get to 20. I know we're close. Oh, these are your programmable buttons, and if you want to have the spectrum, which I will show you, then go to 24, that's PF2, press menu up and down, arrows, and then choose spectrum. I bet you one of these have already been set as a shortcut as well. Anyway, keep going. You've got long and short press for programming. There it is there. We need to put the offset, so we've got there first, 27. Menu, go 0, 0, and then put the 6 in now. 0, 0, confirm. We set the offset. Oh, another 0. There you are, confirm. 28 is the plus and minus, so we go menu. We need a minus shift. And if you're brand new to the hobby, repeaters are massive antennas on a hill, and they do transmit and receive on different frequencies. But also, they need what we call a CT-CSS tone to turn on the repeater. So that's a very loose way of describing it. Otherwise, when you transmit, it won't work. So let's see if we've got that right, and we can save this to memory and name it. But let's just go PTT. Let's try the bottom PTT. I don't think that's been set. No. So someone has set the bottom as a spectrum scope, which is very nice. But we're going to go exit. Looks like we did access the repeater. Let's give it a go. Nice green signal meter. Not sure how accurate it is, but it's visually very nice. M0FXB calling for a contact. And that's my antenna's in my loft, and the repeater's probably, I think actually realistically it's probably about 7 or 8 miles as the crow flies. If you drove there, it'd be another matter. But yeah, working great. Now to save that to memory, just go menu. See them chatting there in the background. So memory channel number 11, choose one. Now when they say channel 2 like that, it means they've already been used. So I recommend press OK and find one that hasn't been used, because really you should delete a channel before you overwrite it. So keep going, and these would have been put there by the factory. So 021 means it's a blank channel. So we're just going to go OK.
Channel. Transmitting memory.
Now I notice it makes you do it twice, and it says receiving and transmitting. So if we go back to memory mode,
channel mode,
and it's took us straight there, hasn't it?
2021.
And as far as I can see, yeah, it has saved it by pressing the button twice. So I think I'll do a separate menu on adding the name, but you can name it as well. So that's your VHF, UHF. Let's hit the band button. Go into VFO. And we'll just hit the band. So you got 220 there. So you're listening, and you only hear one at a time, but we are listening to airband and the handbands at the same, in cube at the same time. So 350 megs, you can hear airband there. 462, 027, yeah. And it's been tested. It does work as a CB, but it's, you know, it's not perfect. Low power. And I've also tested the power on these, and they're 9 watts. So I'm not going to test it again in this video because I've already tested it. But yeah, and yeah, you've got 6 meters. I know, was that the broadcast frequencies? Let's see if they'll go in now. Let's go 8. So we'll go 0. Yeah, I'm not hearing broadcast there. Remember last time we held down the 0 and it takes us in. I'll just show you it live how long it takes to switch, because there is a time. So that's about it, you know, checking the box. I need to test that upper sideband, lower sideband, because as I said, it was reversed on the Badgerton. Let's see if Radtel have corrected that, and once I'll test that now. And then that'll be the end of this video, and of course we'll be doing lots of other videos, but it's a lovely backlit keypad. Isn't that interesting how that's come through like that? Maybe we've overloaded its brain. Interesting. And it will auto switch. If it receives something, it will auto switch. That's just on the B band. Let's just go 1, 4, 5, 6. There you go. Let's go back to that. I did notice there was an AM selection, and that is menu 50. If you go menu, let's go OK. Go back to FM. Let's exit. Go to the B. It's still AM up here anyway. Let's just noted that selection. Now you'll see all my other videos on the Badgerton, and programming this radio is identical. It's sounding great. LED green and red on top as well. No torch, which is, I'd rather have that space for the antenna, so I'm happy with that. Double there. Regarding all the HF bands, a very crude test with my X6100. 1 2 1 2 1 2. Seems okay, but later on the conditions will get good. They do every day, and that's when I'll be properly testing the upper sideband, lower sideband. It's not that it doesn't work on the Badgerton, it actually does. So there's your Badgerton, look, VFO, memory, band and AB, just in a different order, but really it's the same, you know, it looks the same. And then we'll just turn up the volume on the Badgerton, and you can see there's no antenna connected here. 1 2 1 2 1 2. 1 2 1 2 1 2. Not receiving anything there. 1 2 M0FXB. Now we select upper sideband. Exit. Let's see if it gets me now. Mic 0, mic 0. Mic 0, mic 0. Not really getting anything yet there. But as soon as I switch to the Badgerton, 1 2 1 2 1 2, we are getting something. So what I'm going to do is put the Radtel firmware on my Badgerton. There is programming software available for Radtel, which will work with the Badgerton as well. So yeah, I mean, these have only just come out. We need a bit of time, and so I'm just going to put the antenna back on, just see if I can find anything, and then we'll end it. Lower sideband, it actually says shortwave. Remember, we add the name here. If you look at my other one, go to memory. I've added the names using software. It's not that the radio knows it's on 40 meters. It's just we've given that memory channel in radio mode a name. That's all it is. So let's just go through. Might pick someone up, you never know. I'll just change the bandwidth actually. Let's go to star. And we want more like 3. I'm not sure. I didn't feel like that made much difference. So I pressed the wrong button. Press and hold the 0. And remember, to access these, you can press the star, but you can also just go menu.
Menu.
And as you go down, there's 5 menus. BFO, LNA, so that's all there as well. Let's just move the star back to the red line here. Have a little tune, see if anyone shows up. Normally I could find at least one. And that's when I press and hold. Now, oh, we have someone. It is weak. Let's put it into upper sideband a minute.
Menu. Confirm.
It's too weak to tell, but don't worry, I'll be back on later and we'll be testing. Bye for now.